What's up, people? I'm George, and this is the Collecting News, the show where I bring you my top picks for this week in collecting. So far, it's been an awesome week. Prime One Studios has revealed some amazing statues. Iron Studios is about to drop a really badass piece, and we're going to talk about it today, so stay tuned for that. Also, tomorrow, I'm going to MegaCon. That's up in Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center up there. That's going to be me and Seth. We're going to be there all the way up until closing. I got to leave and head back to West Palm, but he's going to be there for the rest of the weekend. So if you see Seth, he's going to be pop hunting, shooting some videos. Interrupt him and say what's up to him. He loves talking to you guys, so definitely hit him up. And at least on Thursday while I'm there, hit me up, and maybe we can go hang out and go catch a drink or something after the con. So definitely, come find us. We're going to be at the convention. All right? Other than that, we just blew past our 9,000 subscriber video. We did the giveaway this past Monday on that Geek Show. So if you guys missed that, or definitely go check that video out. Make sure that you didn't win something. It's because we were giving away 4 awesome prizes, and there's a 5th one going on at the Collector Zone right now. That's the bonus giveaway. So definitely subscribe to the Collector Zone. And also, we are getting close to 10,000 subscribers already. So definitely subscribe to the channel. We are giving away the first main prize that I'm sharing with you guys. The biggest prize we got is the Wolverine premium format figure by Sideshow. And that's also being brought to us by Collector Zone. So big thanks to them for doing all this stuff for us. So awesome. So definitely subscribe. And with all of that done, let's get into the show.
Will then be now, soon.
So first up, right out of the bat, we got something very unique for you. This is called Moonstone. It's from a company called House of Gog. And what I love about this piece is that it's extremely unique. It's got that sci-fi vibe to it, which I dig. You guys know I'm into Star Wars, so this is right up my alley. But it really has this look to me, at least reminds me a little bit of kind of like a Frank Frazetta style to it. And that's what really draws me to it. So Moonstone is an original work from House of Gog. It depicts Moonstone. She's a demon hunter taken from the visual universe of world-renowned digital artist Pascal Blanche. Now, Pascal's most recent work includes the design of the Black Manta suit that you got to see in the movie Aquaman. So that's pretty dope. So the statue comes with a bunch of switch outs. It has an extra helmet, an extra weapon, and it has a separate base pillar where you can put the portrait on, so you have kind of like a little bust to display next to your piece. I always like when they do that. The background that you see with that moon comes on a separate base also, so that you can have that actually displayed behind the statue. So that's kind of cool as well. You also get a metallic branded collector's card with a certificate of authenticity, and it's signed by the artist. So right off the bat, I really like the colors in this piece as well as the sculpt. What I love about it is that you have those really contrasting colors there with that, kind of yellowish green going on, and then that bright blue, and it just really pops in my opinion. I love all the detail that he has in the armor. It's, to me, like I said, something that reminds me a lot of Frank Frazetta, and I'm a big fan of Frank Frazetta's work, so this just harkens to that kind of thing, and I think it's dope. So pre-orders open up for this one on May 17th, this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can order it at houseofgog.com, and it's going to cost $780. Now, they do have payment plans available, so definitely check out their website for the rest of the details, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this one. I'm interested to hear what you think. All right, so next up, Sideshow is bringing us the Starfire statue. Now, this one I got mixed feelings about. I'm not an overly huge fan of the character, and the statue itself is very sensual, very sexual. So, for me, that's very difficult for me to get because I got daughters. It's not something I can easily display. But, for the fact that they have not made a statue of this character in a 1/4 scale size, I think it's pretty dope. And I think it's cool that we may get to see the rest of the Titans. Now, overall, I think the statue is a very beautiful looking depiction of the character. She is a very sexy character in the comics, and this is harkened to her character. So I think they're following that pretty well. I'm not really a fan of the pose. I think it's nice, but in my opinion, I want my superheroes looking like they're in a fight or, something like that. I prefer some kind of dynamic action versus, hey there, sexy. Yeah, that's my thing. But I love the colors on this. Often I'm always talking about the sculpt on statues and how things look like that, and these sculptors do excellent work. I really can't say anything wrong about the sculpting, but generally what makes or breaks these statues is the paint. You got to have a production company that could reproduce what we're seeing right here, and this paint looks magnificent in my opinion. I really hope that Sideshow can get a production company that can reproduce this. The colors are so vibrant, they're so pretty. I really love the way that looks, the way the oranges and the reds flow together in her hair. Looks really great. I love the flow of her hair. Very dynamic in that sense. I love the way the flames make the base. The way she's positioned looks really nice too. The purple in the outfit looks really good, and the skin tone looks really good. So I really like the way she looks. Now the exclusive on this one is Beast Boy riding the cyborg floor cleaner. What? I don't dig this. I know I've seen some posts where people like it. In my opinion, it looks kind of silly and doesn't really sit with me well with the way the character looks, with the way Starfire looks. Like, she looks, almost realistic. Like, she has some comic references there, but she looks very realistic. And then Beast Boy looks really cartoony, in my opinion. The way he's smiling there and everything, it's funny looking. I think that's kind of neat, but I just feel like it's an afterthought. And I'm not really a big fan of proximity bases in general. Also, if this is the way they're going to get out from doing a Beast Boy statue, I wouldn't be happy with that. So this one comes out this week, and it's priced at $565 for the exclusive edition. That's the one that gets you Beast Boy, and $545 for the collector's edition. So if you're a fan of the Titans, or you're trying to collect all the DC characters, I think she's a good addition, and I think she's priced pretty well, especially for a quarter scale statue. $545 to me is pretty good. I'm all right with that. They still haven't said what the ES is on this one. I gotta assume that the edition size is probably not going to be too high on this character. It's because she's just not, that popular of a character. I don't see this being, a massive amount of people trying to come and get it. So I think that's going to be cool as well. So that's my thoughts about it. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. All right, so next up is Legendary Beast Studios and XM Studios with their Juggernaut statue. This is a 1/7 scale statue and part of their Impact series. So the 1/7 scale, I think, is what throws people off on this. A lot of people collect, 1/6, 1/4, 1/3, 1/8. 1/7 is not really something that's been done before. And they're trying to break through with this line. They have a Juggernaut coming. I think a Spider-Man is also on the way. So there's going to be more 1/7 scale statues. I personally like the way this thing looks. I feel like it's the best looking Juggernaut they got out there right now. Even better, in my opinion, than the Sideshow one. That's my thoughts. It's sculpted by my buddy Caleb Nefsen. This guy does great work, and I like the way the base looks on it. I love the way he's exploding through the X-Mansion. There's a lot of destruction in here. I love the color application that they have on this. This looks to me like the Juggernaut, in my opinion. The only thing about this piece that I don't like is the other portrait. I'm not really a big fan of the unhelmeted portrait. It looks almost like they're pulling his head out of his skin, kind of like they're trying to pop a pimple or something. But, in all honesty, in my opinion, I feel like, why would he not have his helmet on if he's on a warpath like that, So the only way I would display this guy is with the helmet. There's no way I would do it any other way. So this one is made to order, but it's very limited. They're only capping it at 299 pieces, so that's a really low edition size, and that's pretty cool. So awesome looking piece, in my opinion. It's running SGD 1099 if you want to pick it up. I can definitely get this piece for you. So if you guys are interested in getting it, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below with my email address. You could hit me up, and then we could talk about it. I can get it ordered for you. So definitely contact me if you're looking to pick this one up, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this one. All right, so before we get into my favorite piece of the week, I'm going to tell you about my other favorite piece of the week. If this thing was on pre-order, I definitely would get this right now. This is the God of War statue, or the God of War diorama by Prime 1 Studios. It was just revealed last night. This thing is badass, man. It is so cool. It reminds me so much of the video game that I played. I enjoyed this video game immensely, and I love the way they did this. This is a 1/4 scale set. So you have one set has Kratos and Atreus, and then the other one has Baldur. And they're in the midst of the battle. I love the way this thing looks. The details on it look insane. I love the colors. One of the things I like about it the most is that they're separate, so you get them, one or the other. You don't have to buy them together. And like Atreus and Kratos can be a statue in itself and just be there on their own, or you could take and get Baldur and then, recreate this fight. So it looks cool. I like the details, like the snow on the boots. The way they did the clothes look really good. I mean, it looks like this just was ripped out of the video game. It looks really badass. I cannot wait for them to put this up on pre-order. It's a very dynamic piece. This is just so off from what I'm used to seeing from Prime 1 Studios. Prime 1 is all about the 1/3 scale pieces, very museum style looks. And now they're making 1/4 scale and more dynamic stuff, and I think that's cool. It's a smart move on this company, as it's bringing in all of us, all of the other collectors that can't get 1/3 scale statues. So I think that's sick. So, again, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about God of War. I'll let you guys know as soon as this one comes up for pre-order. You can be sure it will be on the Collecting News. All right, and lastly, my favorite this week, and unfortunately the one piece that I have the least amount of pictures on, is the Iron Studios Captain America from the Avengers Endgame movie. Now, normally, and I do not collect movie pieces. I collect Star Wars, but don't go any further than that. I only collect movie pieces. I have seen 2 of the Iron Studio Captain America 1/4 scale statues already. The one from Age of Ultron and the one from Civil War. I've seen the Iron Man they did from Civil War in a comic book store. One thing I can say about Iron Studios when it comes to their Avengers movie line is that it looks accurate as all hell, and the detail in it is really insane. They do excellent work on the texture of the suit, and I just really like what they do. One of the things that they did with the previous set, with the Civil War set, was they made it a diorama. So you had several 1/4 scale statues, and then you connect them together to make one piece. Those things sold out so fast, and they were so limited. You know, they had very low edition sizes for them that, you know, I couldn't get my hands on all of them. I was able to collect Captain America for a short amount of time, but then Black Panther just sold out like that. You know, I think I had Iron Man on order for a while, but then, you know, it got delayed, so I just didn't stick with it. But back to this statue. I'm digressing. So back to this statue. What's cool about this one is that it's the one and only statue that they have currently that features him holding Mjolnir like he did in the movie. And I like that you have the options to have the completed Captain America shield or the broken Cap shield like they did in the movie as well. Now, when I saw the first images of this one, they showed one of him without the helmet, and then the other hand had a switch out for holding the helmet. So far, I do not have confirmation if that has been approved. Reasoning why we have so limited amount of pictures right now is the art hasn't been approved yet. At least that's what my friend at Iron Studios is telling me. But he said it's probably going to be approved tomorrow, and then we'll get all of the images tomorrow. So definitely check the MCE Instagram page and the Marvelous Statues group, the Marvelous Knights group, the Marvelous Statues page. We'll have all of the images on there. Otherwise, I think this thing is sick. Now, they did tell me that the price is going to be right around the same level as their Punisher statue that just released recently. I think that one was right around $700. So I figure that this is going to be in that range. And again, Iron Studios does some very limited pieces, and they do very good movie Avengers statues. So if you're into this, don't slip, because this probably gets sold out pretty fast. So let me know in the comments below, are you going to get this piece? Go. Alright guys, that is it for this week's Collecting News. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite piece was, and if you found anything out there that you think should have made the list, please let me know what you found out there. It's impossible to see it all. I try to see as much as I can, but it's an oversaturated market. But, you know, on the other hand, we got to be thankful it's because we're pretty much getting anything and everything out there. So it's awesome to see this stuff come out. It's really cool. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button, because I love to see the like button go up. And subscribe to catch more of our shows. To catch this show, the Collecting News comes out every Wednesday night, usually like between 8 and 10 p.m. I try to put it out around that time. So definitely subscribe to catch more of these episodes. You can catch all of our collective episodes at mcecentral.com. I'm going to be coming back at you with more videos just like this, so stay tuned for all of that. And until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.